Tomorrow is the big day, and we're happy and excited about our new venture. Right now, we're still in pre-launch mode, and this is our last pre-launch webinar. So if you're on this line tonight, consider yourself blessed. Consider yourself in the right place at the right time with the right people, because truly, we have something that we believe can help impact so many people's lives and can help really put your financials on a whole nother level. So what I want to do is I want to introduce myself. My name is Ashley Cooper, and I am a top producer in the industry. Prior to getting started at the age of 23 in this industry, I owned and operated an American family insurance agency on the south side of Chicago, where I'm from. Prior to that, I worked a job with GE Healthcare. I was a nuclear pharmacy technician. I made average income, really no room for advancement unless I was going to further my education and go to college. And prior to that, I was a teenage mother. I got pregnant at 17, and I say this to say that I never went to college. I started my insurance business at the age of 21, and it proved to be a great decision. I made six figures, and most importantly, I realized that I truly wanted to be an entrepreneur. I love the freedom and the lifestyle that came along with being an entrepreneur. So I got started, did well, and then roughly around 2008, which was about a year and a half later into my business, the economy crashed. Similar to what's going on right now with this pandemic, these are things that we can all agree that we have no control over. Whether we believe this is real or fake, whether we believe it's a conspiracy, at the end of the day, we have no control over 9/11, no control over the economic crash in 2008, and no control over what's happening today. But what we can do is focus on what we can control. And so I was looking for opportunities. I was looking for a way to supplement my income. But the way that I was looking was I was praying. I wasn't physically looking. I was praying. I was hoping. I was literally hoping something was going to fall out the sky. And thank God someone called me to invite me to an opportunity. It was the best thing that they could have did. I went to that meeting. It was 35 plus people in the room. And a year later, I was the only one standing. I grinded and grew my business. About 2 years from that point, I was at the top position, one of the top positions in the company. And roughly about 3 years later, or about 2 years later, I was the number one producer in the entire company. I stayed at that spot for 5 consecutive years in a row. I was able to make a significant income, a life-changing income. We were able to buy multiple properties, cash with no mortgages. We were able to, send our children to private school and keep that education going for them. And it's just been a true blessing, this industry. Today, I'm a serial entrepreneur that owns the first minority-owned AAA agency in the city of Chicago. We also own a cigar lounge as well. But our vision is to really get back in the industry. We took about a year off, and we said, hey, we want to, just develop some things and focus on some things. But we took that time off, and we just got stronger. We just got better. And today we're happy to announce that we're about to launch what we believe is the greatest opportunity that we've ever been a part of, with the greatest company and the greatest leadership. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it over to one of the greats. He is a top producer. He's a multi-millionaire. He is someone who has helped several people become millionaires. It says a lot about a person if they can become a millionaire. To me, it says even more about that same person if they're able to help others. And one thing I love about him is that he really cares about people. He has a selfless attitude. He goes all around the country growing and helping people grow their business. And most importantly, he has a degree in mathematics. He understands the math behind it, but he also understands marketing, sales, and promotions. And so without further ado, I want to bring to you none other than soon to be at the very top position in this company, Mr. Marshall Fortson.
Great. Thank you very much. Before I go any further, please help me give it back up to Miss Ashley Cooper. Once again, in our previous company, she was the #1 money earner in the entire company for 5 years in a row. 5 years in a row out of thousands and thousands of people, and I remember like yesterday when she threw her Bentley party, okay? She had a Bentley party at the Bentley dealership on Rush Street in Chicago, and over 1,000 people showed up to see her brand new Bentley get dropped off to her as an award. And so once again, she is $1 million earner, and I appreciate her for her leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you as well. We want to thank you all for taking the time to chime on. But like I always say, thank yourselves, because we know you're at the right place at the right time with the right people. We are the Millionaires Club, and our goal is 1,000 millionaires in the next 10 years. The question is, will you be one? Me, myself, Marshall Fortson. My story is born in Chicago, went to college at Tennessee State University, graduated with a degree in mathematics. But my last year of college, I did something different. I opened up one of the first hip hop clothing stores in the nation called Groovewear in Nashville. Groovewear took off. In my first 9 months, I made over $1 million in revenue. My store averaged $20,000 a week in sales. Sometimes I could do $20,000 in one day if the right customer walked in. I was also in the entertainment. I worked with every major label in entertainment. We did artist development, promos, we did tours, you name them, parties. That's what we were known for. We made millions of dollars in entertainment. Right after 9/11, ladies and gentlemen, right after 9/11, when those towers in New York went down, my income went down, and that economy went down. I went from making $20,000 a week to only $2,000 a week. Sounds pretty good, but it took $5,000 a week to run my business. So I went from making money every week to losing money. And at that time, I started looking for other streams that can replace that income. Now, this industry, network marketing, was brought to me by a younger cousin back in about 2005. He came to my store and he said, "Hey, I got something I need you to see." And I laughed at him. I never saw myself doing a business like this. At that time, I knew nothing about network marketing, so I thought it was beneath me. But after researching the industry, I found out that this is what some of the wealthiest people in the world do, network marketing. Robert Kiyosaki has a saying. He says that poor people work and wealthy people network. Ladies and gentlemen, I got involved. Within 1 year, I was making about $30,000 a month in that company. And then I went on to become $1 million earner. I've shared this industry with friends of mine, and they've made millions. So that company expired for us right around probably 2-3 years ago. And at that time, we had done real good in the industry. And we decided to diversify income. We opened up several other businesses. Like Ashley said, a AAA insurance office. We have a cigar lounge. We have a real estate business. I have a clothing showroom. So we are serial entrepreneurs, and we were very happy where we are. But a friend of mine, a business partner of mine, Roland Davis, called me and said, "It's an opportunity that we must look at." And so I laughed. I said, "Well, okay, let me see it," because I thought I saw everything out there. When we saw this opportunity, we could not believe it. And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, we know this is 10 times bigger than what we did before, and we're excited to have you all looking at it with us. So what I have the privilege to do is I have a privilege to introduce my mentor, okay? As soon as I got this information, I ran to my mentor. He's one of the fathers of the Millionaires Club, and he saw it, and he was actually retired, and he agreed to come out of retirement to make this last dance with us. And so please let me introduce you all a legend in the industry, my mentor, one of the fathers of the Millionaires Club, who's responsible for producing several millionaires, me being one of them. Please let me introduce you all the legend, Mr. John O. Jones. Mr. Jones, are you there?
Yes, Marshall, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Please take it away.
Well, great. Thank you. Thank you for that great introduction. Excited to be working with you guys again. And to give it back to both of you, you're known as builders, leaders, and most of all, helping people become very, very successful. So we're excited about the future. Some of you know my story. I've been successful over the past 20 years in this industry. We've helped one company open up the New York Northeast for that company. We've helped a number of people make 5, 6, 7 income earners, and we became advisors to the company founders. So we had made our mark, we had retired, and God has ordained us as ministers, and so we started a marriage ministry that's doing very, very well. If anybody needs help, let me know. So when Marshall and Ashley called, my wife and I, who we're partners, did not want to take a look at it really because we were set. And as we looked at it, my wife said, you know, we can't find anything wrong with the opportunity. We were actually trying, but we couldn't because it made so much sense. It's the right company at the right time, especially in this season. The product is timely, as well as the compensation plan is unheard of. It has the best of every compensation plan out here, which you'll soon hear. As well as when we heard the presenter, we grew to respect him very, very quickly. He's very knowledgeable, understand what he's doing, and he's been massively successful in a short period of time, especially for his age. So we decided to unretire and come back and as the film is showing, one last dance, do this again with my friends, and really help a number of people become very, very, very successful with this strategy. When you see the product, you'll understand how timely it is, because after the season is over, we live in a capitalistic society, and we know that many of the creditors, they live off your pay. And if you cannot pay or if you're slow, they're going to ding your credit, which really hurts you to be credit worthy. And so you're going to need support, and millions of Americans will need support. As T.D. Jakes said, the relevance of a company is if you are the answer to a need. And I believe that this company is an answer and will be a bigger answer to the need. So our strategy, 2 principles that we know can make you successful, is position comes before success and momentum comes before money. So our strategy is to position you to get your momentum so that success and money will quickly follow. So this is a very compelling story. And if anyone has an ear, let them hear, because this is very, very powerful. So I'm going to give it back to Marshall and let him introduce the guest speaker. But I always like to say, if you're in the right place at the right time, you have to make the right move. So don't be afraid to be successful. Listen closely, and we'll be with you afterwards. Thank you. Back to you, Marshall.
Awesome. And thank you again, Mr. Jones. We really, really appreciate your wisdom, your knowledge, and most definitely we value your leadership. You and your lovely wife, Patrice Jones. We definitely call you the Phil Jackson of the game. You know, you're known for putting together those winning teams, those winning success systems. So thanks a lot. We are very, very excited and proud to have you aboard for The Last Dance. So thank you. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure now of introducing the speaker of the night. This is a guy within a short period of time I've grown a huge amount of respect for. Why? Because he's a legend in the industry as well. He is the youngest person ever to hit the Network Marketing Hall of Fame. That's right. He's only 27 years old, and he earns over 6 figures a month. I'm going to say this again. He earns over 6 figures a month. He knows 100% of this information. And one thing about it, he's having a whole lot of fun while he's making this money. He loves helping other people. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you all the $1 Million Kid. He's number 2 in the company of FES money earner, Mr. Alfred Nickson. Mr. Nickson, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Forson. Could you hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Please take it away.
Awesome. Man, I'm excited. I can't even wait till tomorrow come to really launch this thing off. As he says, The Last Dance. We've been grinding and putting everything together to meet to where we at today. And just got so much respect for Marshall, as well as Ashley, as you heard her earlier. I mean, both of them are just, as Mr. Jones mentioned, terrific builders of built teams of hundreds of thousands of people to help a ton of people earn 5, 6, and 7 figures. So just got a tremendous amount of respect for what they've been able to do with their body of work. But what really impressed me was the heart they have for their team. And if you have an opportunity to jump on this call and take a look at this information, understand that you're going to be working with leadership that truly have your best interests at heart. that want to see you do well, and it's going to create that environment for you to do well. So definitely want to give it back to Marshall and Ashley, 7-figure earners in the industry, legends in the industry, tremendous track record of what they've been able to build. And it goes without saying, we brought the legend out of retirement, Mr. John O. Jones. Him and his wife, Patrice, are just, those phenomenal individuals. They've done extremely well in this industry. They got decades of success in the system. So to have an opportunity to lock on with the Millionaires Club for this last dance, we're super excited and want to welcome everybody onto the call. So let me go ahead and share my screen and give a little backstory of myself and where I came from and how we got to this point. This was me in my very first business venture. Guys, I come from extremely humble beginnings. My mom, she worked 2 to 3 jobs for a majority of my life. We lived in a very low income area down in Miami called Liberty City. If you've never seen First 48 when they're in Miami, that was the neighborhood I grew up in. So at a very young age, I was extremely motivated to break the grain, to do something different. Nobody in my household immediately had never even graduated high school, let alone went to college. So I was like, I got to do something different. And that's when I got introduced to network marketing at the tender age of 19. And some of you all who's on the call tonight, you've probably been in this industry. And we understand it's a very lucrative industry if you're connected with the right people. And my very first venture, I was there for 3 years. I never forget getting introduced to this industry and understanding the factor of residual income and being able to empower people and doing it together as a team. This industry gave me an opportunity to dream again. So we got it started. And I was inspired to be able to change my family life and get my mom off of those 2 or 3 jobs. That was my goal when I first got started. And, after 3 years of being with my very first venture, I had great mentorship, great leadership, was there for 3 years, never missed an event. Every single night, 6:30, 8:30, I was in someone's living room, as you can see here on this photo. But after those 3 years with that particular company, I had only made a total of $1,500. And at that point, I took a step back and had to reevaluate some things financially for myself and my family. And, I never forget, I got a call from my dad. He was like, man, come get you a job, man. And he got me a job for the city of Miami sanitation department just a few years ago. And I was out there. If you ever came to Miami, I was the guy that picked up trash on the beach. That was my job description out there in South Florida. And then I got across this opportunity that you're going to see on tonight. And it changed my life forever. One of my good friends, Mr. Frederick, who I grew up with, one of my best childhood friends, he found the platform to not only just restore our credit, but to give us the financial literacy that we never got growing up. And he said, Alfred, you have to come take a look at this. I found a group of people that's doing some phenomenal things. I know it can take our credit and get our finances in order. And, what I did was I went to go take a look, and I was skeptical after this first venture. I was skeptical after being there for 3 years and getting into something else. Didn't want to do it. But after seeing the results, the testimonials, the products, I fell in love with that. And then they started talking about the compensation plan, and I had never seen anything like it. I couldn't sleep. And guys, we started building this business, and within 4 months, not only did our credit score increase 95 points, but we started earning in 1 month what we used to make in an entire year at that sanitation job. And we haven't looked back since. And 9 months into building this, we generated a 6-figure income for the very first time in my life. And since then, me and my wife, we've went on to mentor 70 people to a 6 and a 7-figure income. Here with this opportunity, you're going to see on tonight. And as Mr. Fortune mentioned, just this past December, out in Las Vegas, we was inducted into the Network Marketing Hall of Fame at the tender age of 27. So tonight I'm going to be covering 2 parts of the presentation. And I want to encourage you to write notes. I want to encourage you to be in a quiet place to get this information, because we're launching tomorrow. And the first part will be about the services and what we offer to the marketplace. And the second part will be about how we all will benefit financially by offering these services to the marketplace. So let's jump right into the information. And one of my mentors always share with me, and this is a quote, he say, the single biggest difference between financial success and financial failure is how well you manage your money. We've all heard those stories when people win the lottery and within 3 to 4 years, they're back broke. We've seen professional athletes who make millions of dollars, and after they retire, they're having financial troubles because they probably don't know how to manage their money. Tonight, guys, we have a phenomenal protection plan membership that I'm going to talk about later. That's going to give you those tools to be able to do that. And one of the services I want to highlight in particular is that budgeting tool that I'll talk about a little bit later. This was from the famous author, Robert Kiyosaki. We all know that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said, we were not taught financial literacy in school. Now, I don't know about you, but nobody had never taught me about credit. Didn't know about finances growing up. Didn't know about, savings and how to get out of it. They didn't know about any of that stuff because it was not taught growing up. Definitely wasn't taught in the schools that we went. So it's 5 shocking facts that I'm going to talk about on tonight that was alarming even into myself. And this is the first one I want to highlight. This was back in March of 2019. Guys, you see what's happening in 2020. That number has since skyrocketed. But for this example's sakes, Americans are drowning in debt over $1 trillion. Look at that number, guys. $1 trillion in credit card debt. 56% of people have no money put away for a rainy day. And I was one of those people, ladies and gentlemen. I was in that situation because I was living paycheck to paycheck when I worked for the City of Miami Sanitation Department. I was really struggling to pay bills. I didn't really have no money to put away because I was living paycheck to paycheck. So yeah, we're going to show you a way on how you can build a residual income and be able to put those funds away. 46% of baby bloomers have less than $10,000 saved for retirement. And 40% of millennials, again, I can raise my hand for this one, are out there spending money they don't have just to keep up with friends. I go out there and buy the Jordans. I go out there and buy this stuff. I get paid on Friday, and by Saturday afternoon, I was already broke. Monday come around, I'm borrowing money to get backwards and forth to work because I didn't have the financial literacy. And another alarming factor for me, when I seen this, I was like, man, that's crazy. 43 million Americans have less than a 599 credit score. And I'm one to raise my hand again. Prior to getting started with this program, my score was down in the dirts. It was in the low 530s. And I only had 2 cars at that time. I had a license and a library card. That was the only thing that I can get access and get approved for. My credit was so bad. But because of this program, I can tell you today, guys, all of my scores across the board, minimum is 750 plus. My highest score to date is 777 because of this program that we're going to talk about tonight. So why you say, Alfred, why you bring up all these statistics? Well, we got a solution for everything that I just mentioned. And it's called our protection plan membership, right? So it's not just about credit here. Yeah, we're going to get your credit right, give you all the tools to get your whole financial life together. And as I wanted to say, like I wanted to highlight that budgeting tool that you see here at the top front, right? We're going to show you that budgeting tool is going to show you what's coming in and what's coming out. As I mentioned earlier, not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. That budgeting tool is powerful. That comes in along in your membership. Then you get access to our credit restoration piece, right? That's why most people get in. That's what we get people in on the front end. They want to improve their credit. They want to take their credit to the next level. And we've deleted millions of items off clients' reports over the years. Tax liens, foreclosures, bankruptcies, student loans, medical bills, any negative item you can think of, we've been able to do that. We got tens of thousands of success stories. So that also come in your membership. You're going to get access to credit restoration. We also give you Credit Builder that educates you. That's an educational platform, real unique to show you how credit actually works, how to maintain your credit. You don't want to just get your credit restored and you don't have the right principles and the right disciplines and understanding the mechanisms of how to even calculate your score. You get that with Credit Builder. They teach you all of that. You also get access to credit attorney. If you got debt collection companies harassing you, you can leverage that credit attorney and they'll take care of that for you. That's in your membership. And if you ever use Credit Karma, like I was one of the victims that said, hey, my score was X, Y, and Z based off of Credit Karma. Well, I want to be the first to tell you that Credit Karma is not accurate. They just give you a ballpark of what your score is. Well, here with our credit monitoring system, you're able to monitor your credit 24/7 in real time and see what your exact score is with our platform. Also, debt payoff system. If you got any debt, any credit card debt, any real estate debt, any debt for that matter, student loans, this debt payoff system is a powerful tool to show you how to get out of debt at a faster rate with this debt payoff system. Financial lockbox. If you got any stocks, pensions, any assets, it's a virtual safety deposit box. You can put all of your assets in that financial lockbox. Identity monitoring is our hook. It's what keeps our retention with our clients. I always tell our clients, what sense does it make to restore your credit if you're not going to protect your identity? Be able to get that through our platform where they protect your identity. You also get a net worth calculator to build and calculate and track your net worth. You also get a savings goals for those of you out there that's probably trying to save to go on that vacation, or save to get that home, or save for whatever it is you're trying to get done. That comes in your membership. And one of the ones I love the most is that will and that living trust, especially if you got kids, right? I've seen celebrities, Aretha Franklin, Prince, Paul Walker, when they passed away, they didn't have a will set up, right? Worth hundreds of millions of dollars, didn't have a will set up. They estate went to probate, right? And by the time that's finished, they take 30% of your net worth just because you didn't have a simple document in place. I've been into family functions where family members is fighting over who's going to get what because they didn't have a will and a trust in place. That comes in your membership. And we also have our YFL Family Mint where we educate the youth on their finances, which I'll talk about here shortly. So to get access to all of those benefits that I just mentioned, I'm not sure where you come from, but in Miami, it's people charging people $1,500, $2,000 just to get their credit right, just to fix their credit. I sat down with a couple a few months ago. They paid over $2,500 for their will and they live in trust. So to be able to get all of that in those 12 additional benefits for $188, that's less than $200 and $89 a month. That's less than $3 a day. Guys, and get this, when you refer 5 people, you actually get that membership for free. We all on the phone know people that know 5 people that want to improve. They score about 50 to 100 points. You refer them, you actually get the membership for free. And with our YFL, as I mentioned earlier, we educate the youth. We fly all around the country, hit these different schools. We educate the youth from the ages of 8 to 18 on their finances. And every protection plan member, every customer we bring in, $2 of it is donated to the YFL, where we give away scholarship money. In 2020, we gave away, this year in February, we gave away $400,000 in scholarship money. 2019, we gave away $350,000 in scholarship money. 2018, we gave away $250,000. We gave away over $1 million here with this platform. So if you know a high school senior or a college freshman, they can actually apply through this YFL Foundation and get access to scholarship money. I don't know about you, but this is huge for me because I knew what it took, what we had to do growing up to go to college. Our family couldn't afford the tuition. So to see a company giving back in a major way, giving hundreds of thousands of dollars for kids to go off to school, that was something that was near and dear to my heart and really connected me with the company. So take control of your financial future today. All of those benefits, $188 to get started, $89 a month with the platform. And if you refer 5, you actually get those benefits for free. So that's the background of the company, all the services we offer. Now I'm going to shift gears a little bit and talk about how you can get your own franchise and be able to refer people to those services that I just mentioned and earn a massive residual income and earn weekly commissions. Guys, with what I'm about to cover right now, you actually get paid 6 different ways here with the platform. And you heard me talk about $188 to come in as a customer. Well, to get your own franchise is $288. It's just $100 more. You say, Alfred, well, why did you come in at $288? I thought you just wanted to get your credit fixed. Well, at $288, they give you all of those benefits anyway. They're going to fix your credit, the will, the trust, all of that good stuff, right? Then it's $89 a month. But if you refer 5 people, you get all the benefits for free. We call it the Power of 5. But here's another reason why I came in at $288. You see on the screen where it says life insurance. Well, they give you up to $100,000 in life insurance with no medical exam. And I know Ashley can preach and tell you about life insurance, that it's difficult. A lot of people don't even get approved for life insurance. Our company is giving you up to $100,000 in life insurance with no medical exam. That in itself is worth $288. You got your online tracking system for all of your customers and all of your business partners that you bring in. You got live agent and customer support. So again, we aren't the ones that's fixing anyone's credit. We're referring them through our franchise. They enroll. We got an underwriting team. We got a corporate staff. They take care of the client. You get paid. You get paid every single week, direct deposit, and we actually get paid 6 different ways. I'm going to cover just a few of them on tonight to give you a concept, right? Another one of the services that we get access to is Credit My Rent, where you can put your rental history on your credit report as a trade line. We've seen people score increase 80+ points leveraging that platform. You also get access to a secure credit card where you can use that to start building your score if you got limited credit history. And then we also have that My Care plan where you can offer the will and the living trust individually to people that just want to get access to that will. Now we also have our FES cellular, $49 unlimited, text, talk, and data. I know people that's paying $200 and $300 a month. Some even $400 a month for their cell phone line. You can actually get access to that. And that is a huge residual product. We also have our FES travel. I haven't seen no website yet that can beat those discounts that we have on hotels, that we have on vacations, that we have on rental cars. You can get that through our FES Travel Club. And then also our My Healthcare to Go. That's one of our biggest products right now, especially with the COVID-19 that's happening, where you can actually virtually talk to a doctor and they can prescribe you right over the phone, where you can actually go get access to what they subscribed you for. So how does this work and how does commissions work? That's what we want to get into. And every customer you bring in at that 188 level, your commission is $100 and $12 a month residually, right? We have people in our team that have tax offices. We got people on our team that's in real estate, people on our team that run car dealerships, and these guys are bringing in 30 and 40 and 50 customers a week. We got even people bringing in 100 customers a week. We got people that have call centers that's offering this product. You do the math at 100 customers a week at $100. That's 10 grand a week with this platform if you do that type of volume. You make $100 per client again and $12 a month residually for the life of that person being on your membership. Now, the second way we get paid is team building, right? Every time you bring in a new business partner that want to get the franchise just like you and I, they invest $288 and they get their first 2 customers. A bonus would then be paid out to you anywhere from $100 to $560. Now, the position you want to understand, and when we pre-launch and go hard tomorrow, is you want to get the sales director like yesterday. That's the biggest jump initially in our comp plan. And at the sales director level, you're earning $380 per business partner. Imagine if you bring in 10 business partners, in, that's $3,800 you made that week. That's not even including the $100 you make when you bring in a customer. And again, guys, those bonuses go as high as $560. Now, the next way we get paid, and here's where the residual factor come in. The big bonus is as you develop and build the group, company pays you an infinity bonus, and based on the revenue that you do, it starts out at sales director, but based on the revenue and volume you and your team do for that cycle, they pay you a percentage of that. And if you got a spouse, I encourage you that be one of your first business partners. I got my wife involved, and we're double dipping 2 incomes in one household just with this platform. She's an executive vice president. Her monthly bonus is $10,000 a month. That's 120 grand a year, right? Then we got our senior vice president. That's $22,500 a month. Senior regional vice president, that's $62,500 a month. When you hit senior executive, that's $137,000 a month, just off of this one way we get paid. And when you hit the pinnacle level, that's $300,000 a month. Guys, this is just one way we generate income. It has nothing to do with what I talked about before. The third, on how the compensation plan is paid out. Then we have our R&R Club. Now, the company put together a retirement program for the leaders that go out there and help the company grow. It's called an R&R Club, rest, relaxation, and retirement. And once you build a group and you start getting customers and agents, level 1 of that R&R Club, they give you a $600 car allowance. Once you get about 500 people in your group. Level 2, it's 1,000 people in your group. They give you a one-time cash bonus of $10,000. Level 3, they give you a $1,500 car note, right? Level 4, they give you $25,000 cash bonus. And then once you hit level 5, they give you a $50,000 cash bonus, and you can upgrade your car to the Bentley level. Level 6, they give you a $5,000 a month house payment that the company pays for. Level 7, they give you a $25,000 a month retirement bonus. And then levels 8 through 10, they pay you anywhere from $100,000 to $250,000 a month in a lifestyle bonus. This is paid out to you to do whatever you want to do with it on top of the money you're making in your commissions. Like, this platform is just flat out ridiculous. And here go one of the most important slides of them all: training, tools, and support. I want to be ones to tell you that the Millionaires Club, as I mentioned, they got a system that's been proven for decades and decades. They've created so many 5, 6, and 7-figure earners. So you got everything you need from the Millionaires Club that's going to duplicate and give you the tools to have a successful career here with FES. And we'll close out with some success stories. And I'll start off with my mentor. Just briefly got off the phone with him, and just to see our growth and where we came and where the company is going. This gentleman has a tax company. He has a background as a tax consultant, and he got started. He was already doing taxes, but he seen fit with this business because it complemented what he was already doing. He already had 12 to 1,300 clients on a yearly basis that always often asked him about credit. He merged with this company, started referring his clients here, started leveraging other tax offices, signing them up, and built a massive organization. Today, he's a senior regional vice president and also a multiple seven-figure earner. He's been featured on Grant Cardone, as well as the Steve Harvey Show, sharing a lot of information that I'm sharing tonight in front of millions and millions of viewers. Then you have our top earner, Ms. Jackson, and what piqued her interest was the same thing that piqued mine was the service, right? She had an $80,000 tax lien on her credit, and the company went to work on her credit and was able to get that removed off of her credit, and she just let the floodgates open. She got real estate people involved. She leveraged her network marketing contacts from prior businesses she's done in the past, and she's built a dynamic organization. She's the #1 income earner in our entire company, and she's top 25 in the world of network marketing. She's actually an 8-figure earner here with our platform. I mean, just really paving the way for so many. She's only been with the company, guys, get this, for a handful of years. 8-figure earner with this company. Man, this platform is just ridiculous. As you can see here, she hit the level with the company paying for her Bentley, paying for her house note, even though her house is already paid off. I mean, just doing a phenomenal job here with the platform. And you guys kind of heard my story again. Came from very humble beginnings. Like, my mom had me at a very young age. She had never had an opportunity to further her career or education. So she was always working 2 and 3 jobs, and always trying to keep food on the table for myself and our, my brothers and sisters. And, I always wanted to do something significant. Had no idea, again, what residual income was until I seen this industry. And this industry has flat out changed my life, man. We went from living paycheck to paycheck, picking up trash on the beach, staying with our parents, to now being multiple 7-figure earners here with this platform. Me and my wife just finished building our dream home from the ground up. We also was able to get our dream car. We also retired our parents. We're big in-time investors in our ministry. We help fund the mission trips because of a decision we made just a handful of years ago. And we didn't even have the money to start, but we had a vision and a dream, and the rest has been history. So I always tell people, you don't have to be great to start. I understood where I was. I tried different ventures before, had never made it big in network marketing, my very first company. I believed, I went to all the conventions, I worked my butt off, had never got that breakthrough. But when things align, when timing comes, when a system's in place, when leadership's there, a compensation plan that can serve and pay you, guys, we haven't looked back since. So I tell people all the time, you don't got to be great to start. We wasn't great, but you got to start to be great. And before I close out and bring in Mr. Fortson, I just want to highlight the gentleman that put all of this together, Mr. Roland Davis, for really going out there and getting the band back together, man, bringing the Millionaires Club back together. We're excited about the launch tomorrow. And Roland, if you're on the call, man, if you can just share a few words with us and paint the vision, why you got started, why you even brought it to Marshley and Ashley and got it to Mr. John and Patrice Jones. Ro, if you're on the call, you can unmute yourself. Roland, you can hear us okay? I think Roland have a couple of technical difficulties, but in closing, I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Marshall Fortson to close us out. And I can pull up my screen and also go over the sign-up process so individuals have clarity on how to fill that out. But I'll turn it back over to multiple seven-figure earner, legend in the industry, one of the leaders of the Millionaires Club, Mr. Marshall.
Thank you very much, Alfred. Awesome presentation again. And I'm just excited. We are launching tomorrow, team. So all of you, once again, you all get a chance to get involved with the pre-launch. That means you get a chance to get on the front end of a major run We love this company. We believe this is the best opportunity on the planet because it is aligned with the values of the Millionaires Club. Our goal is to re-empower and re-employ our communities. And we know, once again, that this product is unbelievable. If a person has good credit scores, if they have wills and trusts, life insurance, their life is covered for the most part. So we're excited about this. We know, like Alfred said, this company has only 40,000 representatives in the whole company. Guys, the Millionaires Club on our team in our previous opportunity, we had over 100,000 members on our team alone. So consider yourselves being at the right place at the right time with the right people. And you want to make sure you get back with the person who invited you on to get your application filled out. You want to make sure you app up because starting tomorrow, we will be launching and we will break the record in this company. We will make history in this company. We will break the record and we will make a lot of people successful right out the gate. And we're going to change lots of lives years to come. So I'm just excited about it. And I want to be one of the first to say, welcome to the team. Once again, get back with the person who invited you on, get your applications filled out, and make sure that you're in and you're ready to go for the pre-launch. We're looking forward to working with each and every last one of you. And hey, get ready because this is a life-changing experience. So thanks a lot. I'm gonna kick it back to Alfred. Remember, team, we're gonna have a strategy meeting after this. We're gonna have a strategy meeting after this. We're gonna encourage everyone to text MC Pre to 74473 to be a part of the Millionaires Club data. That's the letters MCPRE to the number 74473 so you can be a part of the database. Thank you very much. I'm gonna kick it back to you, Alfred.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for everybody that's on, I just wanted to briefly kind of go over the sign-up process. You probably got an application filled out already. If you haven't done so, here's what it will look like. You would get the link or you would get the application. Obviously, fill out basic information, first name, last name. Also, if you are signing up under your personal, you can put first name, last name. But if you're signing up under your business, you can put your first name, last name of the company, your EIN number will go here, and then you fill out that basic information, right? So again, if you're just signing up as a personal person without the business, basically filling out your personal information, basic information, business information if you're coming in as a business. And then when it comes to the membership, right, they're going to ask you, what membership do you want to sign up on? It's going to say FES, going to say what? Pick UCES, the protection plan membership. When you get to the membership portal, go to UCES protection plan membership. That is the membership you want to sign up for so you can get access to all of the services that I talked about earlier. And then you go, they're going to show you the products and services that you get. You click the terms and conditions, and then you submit the payment. Now, your card that you enroll with, it has to match your address that you signed up with, right? Your card, whatever card you're signing up with, it needs to match the address that you put on file when you enroll. So it's a simple process. Fill out your basic information. Again, if you're coming in on the business piece, put your basic information. They're going to ask you your company name as well as your EIN number when you enroll. And then for the membership, pick the UCES Protection Plan membership. The first membership, as soon as you sign up, that first one on the screen, UCES, and then the rest of it is just basic information, and make sure your payment information is accurate and then congruent with your address that you signed up with. So with that being said, guys, we're excited. Tomorrow we officially launch with the Millionaires Club. Super excited. Again, want to give it back to Roland Davis for putting everything and getting the band back together. Shots out to Marshall and Ashley, leaders in the industry that's been able to do some incredible things, legends in the industry, and as well as John and Patrice Jones. We bringing them out of retirement. They coming out of retirement, and you already know it's going to go down starting tomorrow. So appreciate everybody for jumping on. Get back with the person that invited you. Get that application filled out. We're launching tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Take care.